Alright, welcome back to another banger, guys. Make sure to subscribe and like to Bants and Rants. Also, there's the Red Zone Digital on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Bants and Rants on Instagram, and also our pages, TikTok, Instagram, all that. So we're going to get into confessions a little bit, but before that, yes.
Before that, we would like to thank our sponsors from previous episodes, Pepsi, Spurs, and Rocco Mamas. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and and we have another guest today, which is our lovely
Majita by public demand.
Public demand.
Yeah.
Over to Malika again.
Okay, yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do, like always, we're gonna read some confessions that you guys sent us. I'm not going to ask for permission to read this one. I'm just going to read this one. Right. Number one. Hold on.
Remember, you said share to your mothers and fathers.
Your aunts and uncles.
That's why I'm the one reading it. Right. That's why I'm biting the bullet on this one. All right. First confession. I made out with my best friend's boyfriend, and it was right after they had their first kiss. I honestly just wanted to know if he was a good kisser, because she really made him sound like a god, and boy was she right. And now I kind of want more of him, and I planned to tan him again this weekend. I do not feel guilty. Whoever you are, we are judging, and you should feel guilty.
Exactly.
Bro.
Girl, what?
This is the black activity we're talking about. The very black activity we're on about.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
it
know
could
that.
be a-
Latino,
Indian,
Why are we pretending? Why are we pretending?
But
All right. Who's reading the next confession? Because me, if I choose another one, guys, it's not gonna be nice.
please.
Go through them. Because if
Okay,
I
but wait, I'm not gonna discuss this because how you.
What's it discuss? Standard behavior. Zimbabweans. What we say? Standard.
no, but she just wanted to like find out, because auntie the girlfriend was advertising, because my nigga is a
My
god.
chat is, that means her and like this person are not really best friends.
Exactly.
Because how can
Yeah,
you
'cause I was
just
in
be
your
like, I
friend
don't
and
feel
you go.
guilty. It's
Okay.
like if I went to Kanda's nigga and made out with him and I'm like, oh yeah, totally don't feel guilty. Exactly.
Like, why you? That's crazy.
Can I be
she's not
very,
your
very,
friend, though,
very
for real.
honest? That's not a very rare occurrence in Zim.
No, but it doesn't make
speaking
it
from a
okay
male
though.
point of view.
Sorry.
It's not very uncommon for girls who are quote unquote best friends to snake each other when it comes to guys. I've experienced it 1,000
Yeah.
times. You guys are not real
I
friends
get
to each other.
that,
All of
because
you
I
are
have
fake. Every one of you.
experienced it
If you have an
before.
X chromosome, you are fake. Thank you.
An ex chromosome. Yo.
I didn't
Okay,
do by
next
next confession, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on
it's
now.
not juicy.
Okay. Read this one.
Okay. It says, when I was 15, I got my nudes leaked by a guy I thought was my everything. I've never been so embarrassed in my life, so I changed schools to avoid people who knew the story. The English isn't making sense, but who knew the story but is following me everywhere.
No, that's
I
The
feel
story
like
is following her.
I feel like girls
Yeah,
just
she do
don't
that.
send
Yeah.
your naked pictures.
Vaseline.
To anyone.
Girls
At
or
all.
guys. It
to the
doesn't
guys
matter
who
whether it's
release.
girls
To the
or
guys
guys.
who release, you're not a man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, real.
I
Not
feel
a
like
man for receiving and releasing.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really
How
want to see
deceiving are
your
we,
person,
bro?
just go to them in person. Like,
Yeah, go.
just go to them and just see what
Yeah,
you
I
want to
don't
see.
know.
Because it's all snapping pictures and stuff. Like,
You don't got it like that, kid. You don't got it like that.
like, nah, guys.
Let him see it in real life.
It always ends in tears.
Give it to him in real life.
Nah, that's messed up.
In that, let us pray because you
Wait,
have more.
You
More
have more.
sins. Let's leave them.
Yo.
More sins is crazy.
Tivure
Where's the
confessions.
other?
Should you open your confessions?
I don't have confessions. I'm a good boy. My mom was a good boy. I'm a good boy, man.
just because of that. Just because of that, I'm airing
Don't play
out.
with me.
Yeah,
Don't
bro.
play with me.
Bro. Nah, I can't even, because most of the confessions were together. Not in that way.
Guys, hold
Mama is
on.
lying.
We are going to continue reading your sins. But we all have sins. But yours
Love it
are
when you
quite
walk that
big.
way, baby. You start.
Right, this one. I got pregnant by my lecturer last semester and he gave me money to abort. No child is safe in this womb. That's what you did.
You're all criminals. Yo!
No child is safe.
Two crimes were committed
Can we guess which university this was from?
Please no.
there.
Let's not. That's what we're not gonna do.
Someone.
We're not gonna do that.
Just go there.
All right. Ish. Okay. This one ain't about me, but I was at. Should I expose the school?
No.
Go.
Oh, well, it's not our story.
It's not our story.
Yeah, so you might as well.
Okay. But I was at PE, and at the time I was Form 4. So at the time I was in boarding school, and then at night while everyone was sleeping, a guy in my stream woke up and went and stood in between two beds and put his banana inside the mouths of Form 1 lighties. But they were sleeping. Yo!
Guys, that's actually deep. Like, I don't think you understand.
No,
That's
it's
like,
assault.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
I know they
actual,
better be
like,
a Chikurubi. They better be a Chikurubi right now.
I want to know what you get from that. I want to know what pleasure you get
I
from
don't
that.
understand, like,
Because it's probably only like 3 seconds, dog, but okay.
like,
Anyway, let-
Yo.
I'm not missing that, bro.
guys.
Nah. Can you actually not start the topic?
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
on that note, that's a good start for high school experience.
right. So we're going into high school experiences now. First person that's gonna tell us their high school experience is Munash.
What? So,
No, we should start with our guest.
yeah, let's start with our gears.
All right.
Guys, what?
You don't have a story, yeah. Your high school
I
life was boring.
don't.
Chill comments.
I really don't.
Ayo, nyads like it's deeper. Story give on
They're not deep. I actually don't vague ones. Like, my high school life was
So yes,
actually very
lies.
boring.
That's all you have to say. As a
Yeah.
guest,
Yeah.
Yo, alright.
Kuchi, you have nothing to
Okay.
say.
Oh, and she'll say according to
Now
what
she
you
speaks.
guys hear.
What? About what?
Your high school experiences.
bro.
That was chill, bro. What can I say? It was chill, though. To be honest, with the heritage, it was okay. There was a lot of pressure, of course, but it was strict as hell. It was definitely strict as hell.
What does strict mean? Like,
Bro, we had cameras at every corner, bro.
say,
Even in the toilet.
Yeah, bro.
Huh?
Oh, no, by the door, though. By the door. Like, by the door, ish. It was that bad.
Yo, my name's Kanzaga.
And I know I was a good boy, guys.
we believe it. No, we ain't do.
Bro,
Yes.
If I have any stories you have of me doing scans, put it down.
Okay, first story of him doing muska. Oh, I'm joking. I won't air out your guns, dog. But yeah,
Nah, but I
continue.
didn't do much. I don't think I did much in.
Tawara is sitting much at you. And what are you doing with your tongue?
Nah, sneaking around, of course. I feel like with people, I think generally as schools, they should be open to people dating.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely feel because when after you leave high school, it's more of culture shock. Where like you're free and now.
I disagree because I feel like whether you say no dating or not, like in a school, people are gonna do it regardless. So it's like, what's the point of saying, oh, don't date, if we catch you it's a punishable offense? Like people are
Facts.
still going to do it.
Yeah.
It's in schools where we find sex tapes being leaked, nudes being leaked, and then you still instill those rules. You still instill those rules, and it still happens. So it's
Yeah.
better for you to talk to teenagers about it and say, you know what, this happens. What can you do to like prevent certain situations from happening? How do you teach girls and boys to love themselves to avoid these situations where you're being humiliated and stuff like
I'll
that?
tell you, in Form 4 I was in Gateway. There was a whole one that went down where there was this one girl.
Hey?
Now I can't be seen.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, we're back. Cool. So there was this whole story that went down where this one girl, for whatever reason she had, she went and wrote a list of all the couples in the stream. All the couples and all the things that they've done. Made a list, gave it to the disciplinary head. He then called everyone, like in groups, in couples, to sit down and have like an interview style thing. And he grilled them. So I heard that you did this. And he said things very explicitly. I heard that you did this to this guy and gave him pleasure. What did you get out of it? Whoa. And in my mind, I'm thinking,
What?
one, if things like what you're saying, if things were more open in high schools where people were like, hey, we understand you guys are young, we understand you're gonna want to date and explore love and all of that. Learn about this, learn about that. That type of thing. Where now things run crazy and people people are exposed, eh?
Let's be honest, when has ever saying don't do that ever worked?
Nah, never.
To a young
Should
person.
never
no.
do.
Yeah.
Never done it.
I feel like teenagers, you choose the direction you want to go, and if they want to date, best believe they'll
Yeah.
find
They'll
a
do
way
it.
to do it.
They're
Also,
gonna
people
do it
that want-
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Gonna
true.
do it
That's
Yeah.
true.
Nasha, you were saying.
But anyways, another thing is being someone who learned at a government school, as you'd say, and private school, there's a difference. So with Kutama, I learned at Kutama, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not a government school.
It's
It is.
it's
Mm.
it's semi-private.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's semi-private. Anyways, yeah. So they had this culture of don't speak English kind of vibes.
Really?
Like like you could speak English, but if you spoke English, they would criticize you and be like, look at this nigga, he's trying to show off
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
Give my point.
That explains
So-
a lot.
For sec, man. You learned the older shit, but I don't know why you're talking.
So my English is G.
Anyways, let's continue. So yeah, there was all of that. Then you moved to a school like Heritage. That is not so used to speaking Shona. There are a couple of people who do speak Shona, but in fact, speaking Shona in the school is illegal. You
Yeah,
can't.
that's with every quote unquote private school.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
That's your
those,
experience.
Yeah, those are the,
That
Wait,
was-
so when we say experience, are we like what are we saying? Like you didn't tell us much about experience.
Okay, I
like
have an experience if you had an experience.
shut up. And Santa pizza. I'm
Say that-
saying
say that
just
in my face.
say that.
Say that in my
I said
face.
shut up.
That's it.
Sit back down. Sit back down. Thank you. I was saying explain your experience from like Form 1 to Upper 6. Like how was like if you could summarize that, how was
Okay, I would say Form 1 is the worst year for any high school kid, bro. It is the worst year for any high school.
wrong.
It depends.
For me, but
It depends.
It depends on where you go and learn, but I'm just saying,
Where you Kutama?
no, I was at BMC.
What's that?
Bernard Mzeke. Yeah.
What am I
So
doing?
it's a boy-
Bernard.
It's a boys' school,
it's
yeah.
like-
So it's a boys' school. And you know, boys' schools have that culture of.
Okay.
Okay.
Cover that one. I'm not gonna say much of that, but like I'm saying, they have the culture of they want to groom you to be gentlemen and like prefects.
Groom you.
Look, prefects they can
That's
free roam. They can
funny.
do what they want. So
Yeah.
they can. Yeah. So I
I
went
understood.
through a lot.
I understood.
I went through a lot.
I have a big story.
Did you see this video here? This Peter House girl was like, me as a Peter House girl, what am I doing with the Bernard Mzek guy?
Yo, I saw that, but I left though. I left.
Oh, you had left.
It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it any better. Look at his face.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
You're talking about how prefects can do what they want, right? So Form 1, I was at George's, right? After coming from like a really, really private school. George's, at that time, in my stream, that was the first time they had girls coming up, but that's irrelevant. This was the year where prefects really, I think the last time they were really, really strict. My story, what happened? Let me break it down. Cool. So you know how at schools you have that entrance exam, or sometimes they make you do exams on how the school was founded or what. So everyone failed that, but that's standard. So we'll think, it's cool. Fine. The prefect's quarter, they say come to our prefect's quarter, you guys failed, we get there. First thing we get it, they're like, get on your knees. We're like, okay, but okay, cool. We get on our knees.
You got on your knees.
Get on our knees.
Bro, you got
Right. Now the head boy starts screaming and shouting and cursing. I was like, you guys are so effing useless. You can't even understand which school you came from. You don't deserve to be here. You must go to another school like Beren Buzeki and what. I'm kidding. Whoa. And then I cursing. Then they elevate things and they start like going around and then, like they're kicking kids, like they're kicking us, bro, like in our stomachs. They're like, you don't deserve to be here, or like they're kicking us. They get some kids to put their foreheads on like brick walls. And they're like,
Musingadzosere boys.
and they're like,
What are you gonna do?
I nah, but think about it. Nah, think about it. Yeah, you're small. You're small, but there's at least 100 Form 1s and there's only like 30 upper sixes.
Anyways, yeah, some kids are being forced to like do the head.
Aye,
I feel like do four head planks on brick walls. And they're like bleeding and all that.
that's why your head looks like.
Guys. Anyway. So all that happens, right? So I'm summarizing. A lot of stuff happened after that, but cool. We then all agree as 4 months that we're not going to tell anyone, we're tough. This is what happens in high school. Oh, this is George's. We're built like that. But there's always that one kid. That one kid.
I was that one kid.
You were that one kid.
I was that one
kid.
kid. Yo.
So he goes and tells his mama, mama. Cool. So we get to school the next day. I remember I was in computers. Vice headmaster walks in and he's like, I heard this thing happened. Can you tell us what happened? So they make us write like
Reports.
Yeah. So we all write reports of what happened. What. Cool. The next week we're now all chilling by like break time. We're chilling where we're chilling, and we see prefects walk out of their prefects' quarters. And the Georges, you're a prefect by like the tie that you wear on the They walk out wearing normal ties, with normal everything, normal blazers. We're like, what's going on here? They come to us and they say, if you were fun, you made us demoted or what? Every prefect was demoted. All of them. All of
As
them.
they should.
So
Yeah.
we as 4 months thought, I was finished. We thought I was finished, but luckily for us, later that day, the whole COVID thing happened and all of that. So we're chilling. But point is, to this day, if you ask any person at George's, they know that they know what happened in Form 1. And the prefect's quarter doesn't exist anymore. They were just revoked at George's, like it's gone forever. The whole punishing whatever system doesn't even exist anymore. That's now it begs the question that our high school is more, I don't know, say soft. And was that the right approach? What was happening then, or what we're doing now is the right thing? Or are they more soft and they should learn to be more strict again because that's what happens?
I'd like to.
Okay.
I'm not Monashi. I don't just interrupt. But anyway, I'd like to say that that was the right approach back in the day. That was the like.
Abusing little kids.
Yes.
Are we here?
What?
Yes. Let me say this. The high school, right? If you get out of there without being bullied, either your personality is G or your personality is like bad. Because you need to get bullied to have some of that like
No.
Have you ever spoken
No,
to
as Mandem, like 1, 2, 3, and every other man in here, they can tell you you have to be bullied for you to get like certain character development.
Man, is it true?
I'll go.
They're all not
I'll go into my experiences
Everyone did.
later.
Everyone did.
I'll go into my experiences later when it's my turn. But
I
for
feel
now,
like
Are you okay?
no.
I feel like there's levels to it because I've even heard of some schools where, like in boarding school, where they'll put the Form 1 kid in their trunk and then throw him down the stairs, and then you also
Nah, it was
you
PE.
also-
They
it
put him in
was
the pool.
PE,
They
yeah,
put him in
it
the
was
pool.
PE.
They put him in the
that was this, but I was about to get to that. There's the pool one where the kid drowned.
He died.
Yes, he died. So you're like, okay, yes, you want to inflict seniority or whatever it is, right? But there's levels to it. Seniority and abuse
And
are two different
sadism.
things.
There's seniority and there's sadism. Well, now you're just like
It's two
sadistic.
different things. I can tell you about my Form 1 experience. I'm not gonna name the school, right? First term was great because I was a day scholar, and then second term I was a boarder, right? And my 2 friends transferred, and girls can be fake, right? Like, yeah. So it's like I only had 2 friends, and the only 2 friends I had, they left, right? So now I was left with the girls that didn't like me very much. And right, they would pass like comments like, oh, is that what you did to your hair or whatever, right? And these are people in my stream. So not only that, but we also had our seniors. And when I tell you our senior girls did not like the Form 1s because we were always testing them. On top of that, I got bullied. I got bullied by my classmates. I got bullied by the seniors, but the boys, right? It was a mixed school, right? And this was based off, yes.
Do you think maybe you were the problem?
No, I wasn't. Because I was very shy. I was a very quiet girl in Form 1. Very shy. I only used to participate in school and in clubs and like allied arts. That's the most I would do in Form 1. I'd do what I was told, right? But then people were dating within the school, right? And I did have a crush on this one guy in Form 2, but I used to run away every time I saw him, right? And then 2 other girls liked him, right? So one Sunday, the headmistress was screaming at the back of the boarding house because like kids were caught in the tree house and in the gazebo.
Yo had a treehouse.
Yeah, we did.
That's giving.
Dog, Falcon doesn't have a treehouse, dog. Which school were you in, dog?
Don't worry about that. In the gazebo, I was in my room sleeping. Guys, listen. So then, the headmistress caught like all the couples in the school, and a lot of them were Form 1s mixing with Form 3s, Form 4s. Yes, and then the Form 3s with like upper 6s and stuff like that, right? So it was quite bad, right? And then the next morning, I don't know who spread what rumor about me, but they said that I was telling the girls in my stream that my crush was my boyfriend, right? That I was saying that to people, right? So his cousin was the senior prefect. And when I tell you, everyone was afraid of that prefect. He got demoted and he put himself back in position. Like, he did not remove the uniform. He continued wearing the prefect's uniform. If he said bow down, you would bow down. The teachers would leave him like that, right? And he was like a brother to me, but like after hearing that rumor, obviously he's gonna back up his family, right? So he shouted at all the Form 1 girls, and then he came to me. So there's also a rumor that I was dating a grade 7, right? So he was chubby, right? So he was like, so you effing think that... Huh? No, listen to what I'm about to say. Okay. He was like, so you effing think that my cousin likes you, no one likes you, why would anyone like you? This is in front of the whole school. The teachers just stood there, right? And I was bawling my eyes out. Then he goes, on top of that, you're dating a grade 7, huh? You like them fat, you like them chubby.
You like them young.
Yes, literally in front of the whole school. And I was so confused because what are you saying? This is all news to me, right? And so to me, like, that was very traumatic because everything was based off rumors. The people that I thought were my friends, they didn't show up for me when I was going through what I was going through. They just left me. They formed their cliques. I had no friends for an entire term, right? But I can back up Malika and say it did build my character because by the time I got to to term 3, I did not allow anyone to step on my toes. If you came and you said, Anisha, this, I'll be like, shut up.
Girl.
Yes. Because like, I think that experience just makes you realize, no, I deserve better than that.
Period. Period.
So I think like maybe it's best to like not go through it, but when you do go through it, come out of it stronger.
I think it's somewhat, I don't want to say necessary, but what he was saying, I feel like the high school you go to, the experiences you have in high school kind of builds you up to what kind of person you become. Maybe high school, even primary school, bro, what you go through kind of helps you, like the characteristics you have. Like for me, I know I was at a school where people left because people were like embassy kids. So they left every 2 months, every 3 months. So you're forced to make new friends every 3 months. So that gives you social skills, stuff like that. So, and then like being bullied helps you muster up confidence, self-confidence. You understand what you want as a person. You don't allow other people to push you around. So, yeah.
Because honestly, you can't count on the teachers.
And these days, it's
You
so
can't.
easy. It's so
They
easy.
don't show up.
It's so easy for someone to get into cyberbullying.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Are you okay?
Like, it's,
Guys, stop doing what you're doing to our friend.
bro,
Guys.
I'm fine.
Keep it going, dog.
No,
What do you
actually
mean?
so
Ah, you
bad.
should see what
Oh my
girl.
They said they would rather see me change a tire than see him on the screen. That's crazy. That's actually bullying.
That's
Dead
but
ass.
AI unathletic. What?
Yeah,
In South Indies, Western man. I don't know.
West Indies.
These
Alright,
these
alright,
comments
alright,
on,
alright,
like,
alright.
YouTube or
Nah, like-
Some of them
And on
are on
YouTube
YouTube,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
About his hair and then he changed it.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is true. Let's all agree.
All right, so we're still on high school experiences, but they wanted to skip me. So yeah, me, I'm gonna tune my high school experience, ne? So basically, yeah. So basically, in form one, first and second term, I was at Eaglesville, and it was nice. I won't even lie. Like I was that one popular kid, cause I had confidence. Yeah, dog. I was that one popular kid. Ne?
Okay.
But is there one time you're not glazing yourself like that?
Yeah, wait.
No, not lying. to
Wait.
yourself is the case, shit.
Wait,
Let's
wait.
go on.
Ah, G, it's calm. Suck your mom. Anyway, form one, third term. That's when I went to Shade. That's where everything changed. Cause like that's why I'm saying the bullying can shape your character. Cause when I went to Shade, first week I was G. Second week I got hated by the whole stream, my whole stream, cause I was a snitch. Yeah, so I was
a
that.
snitch?
I was a snitch for days.
Ah,
I was a snitch for days.
Jeez.
I don't even. I was a
Let's be
snitch
real.
for
You
days.
guys, you did something and it was between me and you and jail. I'm snitching.
Nah, not even like.
I'm not going to jail for
No, not even
No,
like.
not
It was.
jail,
like
not
snitching
jail,
is-
bro.
is
Obviously,
like-
kill someone.
It was
Oh,
like
kill
it was like a
someone.
thing Yaguchi like.
Snitching is real.
It was like a thing Yaguchi owns didn't like me, right? And me, I tell myself that I know they just don't like me because they wish they could be me. Nah. So yeah. My mom told me to think like that, dog. My mom was like, they're just jealous of you. That's why they don't like you, GG. But anyway, so yeah, the bullying was mad. I don't even lie. There's one time I came back, my gates like Zesa had dipped. So I came back and there was like a whole bottle of Mazoe on my bed, dog. Like not the bottle itself, but the juice, dog. So me, I climbed into bed and Rukunza, I'm wet. And I'm yeah, so of course I went to go snitch, ne? And then before that, me, I was sleeping. Midnight. I was sleeping. Midnight. Niggas set alarms at midnight to come to my cubicle and flip my bed while I was on it. The bed landed on me, dog. And I woke up confused and I was screaming. And of course, what did I do? I went to snitch at midnight. At midnight, I woke up the house parents and I went to go snitch. Right? There's even a time when niggas from my hostel, they made a circle around me. One guy, he's now my friend now, but back in the day, he didn't like me.
Self-respect.
No self.
Bro.
Forgiveness. Anyway, this guy, he held my hands behind my back like this. And this own was clapping me. And they made a circle and they were taking videos. They made stickers out of that. And then they made...
Bro, like you have so much.
Dude, and this is just form one. And this is just form one. On top of that, they made a diss track about me, dog. They made a diss track. They produced it and published it on Audio Mac, dog. They just they put it on Audio Mac. And the whole school.
Real.
I'm not telling you. I'm not. You're gonna see it in the comments. You're gonna see. But anyway, ne? And now the whole school, when they would see me, they just start singing that song, bro. And me, dog. But anyway, my only friends were girls, and they weren't my friends because I was interesting. They were my friends because they felt pity. So anytime I get beaten up, they would go and snitch. So I wasn't the snitch now. I was having people snitch on my behalf, dog. So people still didn't like me, even though I wasn't snitching anymore. The girls were snitching on my behalf. But anyway, that's the end of Form 1. Form 2, of course, is still kind of the same.
Form by form.
Form by form, dog.
Dog, we don't have that much time.
I want ndakusiya emstora. Musatombo, don't
But
even.
we didn't.
Makudondibulawo futika. But anyway, Form 2 isn't long because there was what's it called? Lockdown. So Form 2, first term chete and then lockdown, gone. Then when I came back Form 3, I wasn't getting bullied as much, right? But I was getting segregated. So me, this whole time during during lockdown, I was watching how to fight videos. Nee? So, because it's locked. So when I went to school, first day I got into 3 fights, and this is not me saying good. I learned how to fight. I only won 1 of those fights. The rest of them I got beaten up, dog. But then the moral of the story is the bullying kind of stopped a little bit, né? But now I was just like being segregated, right? Like I didn't have any friends. My only friend was my phone, dog. And anyway, that's G. Form 4, same story. I was now getting segregated, but I had like 2 friends, né? 2 friends, and I was still single. I was five,
Still single.
5'6". I was 5'6", and I was 5'6" in Form 4, and I was still as skinny as I am today. I was still as skinny as I was still as skinny as I am today.
How you broke? What's your skin as well?
And broke as well. I was broke. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All of my clothes, nah. I'm broke now, but back then I looked broke. You could tell I was broke, dog. Yeah, all of my clothes were either faded or too small, dog. They were so it's best to say I didn't have any curls. On top of that, I didn't get cut regularly. So my hair would be like this, and I'd have the sides growing in. I had no haircuts. No motion. I was using dog.
No standard.
No, exactly, dog. Exactly. Even the clapped honeys were rejecting me, dog. Exactly. Right. End of Form 4. I'm still like I'm not getting. I only got into like 3 fights in Form 4. Nay, those ones. As compared to Form 3. Form 3 was a fight every other week. Cause like you're still trying to prove yourself, like
To who though?
to the own, so that they stop messing with you. That's the part of bullying. Yeah, that is boys' school, but like you're the underdog, right? You have no friends, no hands. You don't look G. No one wants to associate with you, right? Anyway, lower 6. That's when like I started tapping in. So lower 6, I was now like 5'9", 5'10", a little bit taller. I was like above average height.
You were still annoying.
I was annoying. That's when we met when I was in lower 6, right? But anyway, moral of the story is Zikama, because the big thing why people hated me was I talked too much. I still talk too much, but back in the day, I would talk even if no one was listening. Yeah. Hey, let me vent, bro. Let me vent. But lower 6, at least that's when things started getting better, because like half of my stream was gone. 3/4 of my stream was gone. The people who used to bully me were gone. But then I became a bully now in lower 6.
You see this all the cycle
the cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now I was getting hands up on their apple. And then all of a sudden, upper 6, I became 6 foot. Skin cleared up a little bit. I was now getting, nice cuts and all that. Yeah, I'm still skinny, but so are you, dog. And you're shorter than me.
Let's go.
You're shorter than me. You're short. Shut up.
Let's
You're
go.
shorter than me. You're a midget. You're a midget. Sit down, bro. Hey, gee, you little black boy. Anyway.
Red skin, Dr. Cockroach.
Hey, bo. Dark Knight.
11 years, that's nigga.
Dark Knight. It's G. You look like a meerkat. But when I'm manza,
Guys,
hey,
it's
bo.
fine.
Bo. It's fine. It's fine. But anyway, G. Lower 6 and upper 6. Yeah, we talked about Manza.
I'm gonna be quiet because I'm not trying to be involved.
I didn't say anything after his comment.
I'm watching from a distance.
Hey, continue.
Anyway, yeah. So that was my high school experience, and like lower 6 and upper 6, I had learned a lot from the bullying, even like with girls, because with every rejection, you learn a couple of things. You feel me? So you wouldn't know. Yeah, because you don't talk to women, you're gay.
I respect myself.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes. But anyway, yeah. So that's basically the moral of the story. You like every experience, every rejection, every beating, you learn a little sound from it. Because when I was in upper 6, I had a little bit more motion, and then after high school, of course,
We don't know, bro.
But I personally feel like
Don't feel like that.
I personally feel like if we're talking about high school experiences, there's no one who's had it worse than a kid who's come from a school like Riverton or a school like what is it called?
But they deserve to be there.
Bro.
Oh, ndakaenda kuzetherapy, dog. I went to Zetherapy for vacation lessons. I was there for 2 weeks. Ndarataimuka kuma 3 o'clock to shut kuma 10. It didn't work. Dude, I was the first one. I was the first one to get hit because we went into. They were like 3:45.
So much. artist.
Yeah, dog.
He's been through it all.
dog.
Like,
Dude, ZRP was crazy. 3:45, you're waking up and you're going to study. In the classes, Kushtonora. Of course, first day, I went to go sleep. I was the first one getting
yeah,
hit.
the
Speak
guest
out
speak.
there,
Nah, you can speak because, hey.
Because of years
so like in form, I think it was form 1.
So she has stories.
No, like listen. I'm
Guys,
kind. It's not that. It's just like what he said is linking to like something that I just like clocked. So in like form 1, I was at a boarding school. It was a mix actually. So I was a boarder first. So in the mornings, like in winter, they'd be like no hot water. So Owens would have to like
Auntie Kiss.
Owens would have to like wake up at
The
at
fuck do you
2.
mean?
Crazy time.
People would wake up at so this is what would happen. It's either when you come back from like lessons and stuff, you get to the hostel, you fetch your water in a bucket, and then you put it in the bathroom and like you leave it in there because like if you don't do that, the next day you're not gonna have any water to bath with at all, right? So there's one.
Yeah,
That actually happened. That actually happened. And then so what would happen is the geezer would only be working at like 2-3 in the morning. So like I think like 3:30.
Is that even a geezer, dog? Like,
Bruh,
what's the
I
point
don't
of
even
having
know,
a geezer?
like
That gives me
But
PTSD, bro.
so people would wake up and then go like fetch water. Then you put it in the bucket. Then you cover it with a towel so that it doesn't like so it stays warm. So now you go back to bed at 2 after you fetch your water. You go back to bed, and then after that you wake up again at like 6 to catch the line for bathing in the
Line.
in the
Papa
tub,
in one
in
bathroom.
the shower. No, it was like cubicles, but like form 1s have their own bathroom, lower 6 have their own, and they were like 3 tabs.
Yo, which
Maybe
school
there's,
is
like,
this,
I
bro?
God, thank you for never.
Which
letting me
school is
experience
this,
that,
dog?
eh? God,
You're
I
asking
love
too many
you.
questions.
Yo.
But it was tough. Imagine having to wake up at 2 to fetch
That's-
hot water
that is
to
crazy.
bath at 5
Yo.
to catch a line.
That's
Yo.
called
And to
boarding
keep it
school,
warm.
man.
I remember.
Uh-uh.
I also remember.
That is
I
not
was
boarding school.
singing-
It's like a name, but I not pizza. I won't even lie. Not pizza, I'm done.
I remember our
That was
singers, because like, okay, there were different bathrooms, but there was like for our room, right? It was shared with the singers, right? So we were like 15, right? And then there were like 2 bathrooms, right? So there was a shower and a bath, right, in both bathrooms. So we had to share. So the singers would shout at us like, you better make sure when you come out of there, it smells like cupcakes and rainbows. And like, bro, you just ate beans. No, but like they were so dead.
I was
and-
thinking more along the fish line.
Yeah.
I was.
That's
But
something.
I've heard a couple of stories about Riverton. I don't know if I should say them. though.
Hey, go ahead.
You
Go
should.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So apparently,
We're genuinely curious what you
Yeah,
have to
I
say.
don't know what
okay,
goes on
so
there.
apparently, right, there's this thing of we all know kids who come from Riverton don't have exposure, but it's
I don't know that. eh?
no, like
You're
after-
telling me
after,
that.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. After they leave, it's because of lack of exposure. That's why they do all those
Funny thing.
Yeah. Anyways, so apparently, and what they do is at the hostel. Disclaimer: at the hostel, like they go, like tea bags, right?
Yeah.
You know, like the items that are inside the tea bag.
Mashisha.
The tea leaves.
They smoke
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, but that doesn't get you high. I've tried that. It doesn't get you high.
Of course you've tried it.
Of course, you
Are we even surprised?
Are
at
we
this
even
point?
exactly? Bro.
Like, what have you not
Like
done,
they-
Malachi? Please.
Cocaine, meth, heroin. I haven't done all of that.
Okay, it's fine.
Even alcohol, I don't drink.
God, there's this other
Yeah, you don't,
chemical-
right? Me too.
Wait,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
yeah, they used to do. Actually,
What's that on your
Getting
name?
high
What's
off
that on your
my
name?
Zoe.
they sniff
Yeah.
glue.
Okay.
and was-
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, they sniff glue.
Wait, guys.
See, I never understood that.
They sniff glue.
Yo, dog,
does
at my
that
school.
do?
Never mind.
But then I also heard they were like they were fermenting mazoe.
No, you ferment mazoe and cerevita. I heard about it. Like when they were talking about geisha. When they were talking about geisha and mazo and ceravita and all that.
No geisha.
Yeah, dog. And you
No, I
cook
know
up.
about cough
Like
syrup.
Yeah.
The soap.
Yeah,
And
Hey,
then you
cough
do
syrup.
what?
I don't know what they
Yeah,
did,
'cause
but they got high.
cough syrup has
I don't
Get
know.
high.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think you cook it up and then you ferment it and I
Bro,
don't
I know a
know.
story
These
about cough
recipes
syrup. I
are
remember
gonna
when I was
kill
upper
you
6,
always.
there were they were Form 3s. They went to Form 3 camp, came back, we just heard rumors going around. And one of the teachers told us, apparently, some of the students, not some of them, like almost the whole stream were caught in the bathroom. First, they cooked up their own alcohol with cough syrup and a bunch of other things. Drank that,
Lean.
whatever.
They made lean.
know.
Yeah.
You would know.
And then,
Yeah, they made lean.
and then from there, a teacher walked in when half of them were clothless. Clothless.
Say boys.
No, boys and girls exploring each other.
Oh.
Yo.
Form 3s, by the way.
Never mind.
Form 3s, by the way. But yeah.
So now, like, the thing is, parents are sending their kids to school, but you just don't know.
So
if
is the
they're
kid
safe.
failing or the school is failing?
I feel like
Someone is failing.
No, it's the kids failing. I won't lie. Number one, the school can't do nothing about that. Because for you to send a guard into the toilet to make sure people aren't undressing each other, that's a step that you can't take. Number one. And number two, people are getting creative. How do you smoke Ceravita and Mazoe, dog?
Bro.
Like, and how do you stop that? In my school, they banned geisha, dog. They banned geisha, and that's the most you can do. But now if people realize, good, you know what, we can smoke Protex as well. What are you gonna do about that? You understand?
Okay, so what would you say about schools like Riverton? What would you say?
It's like a riveted, bro.
No, guys, you
That's
need
the
to
video
understand.
that made
I
him
feel
viral.
like Riverton is like,
Yeah,
it's too strict. Like it does too much.
it does too much.
Like it's okay to be strict, but they just overdo it. Like now you can't do anything. Now kids are experimenting with Protex and
Because,
what
like,
time frame would you have thought
Why are you
that?
pointing at me?
remember,
you know
what
what
I
I was
mean?
talking about geisha
Like,
and
and I also
guys,
think like some schools also kind of over exaggerate because like remember the whole DC Guan with the vape, it was just vape.
They're doing
Yeah.
drugs.
It was
Doing drugs.
There was a myth.
When
There
it
was
got
a
to the
myth
rent, it
thing.
was a whole different guan.
There was a
Don't do
myth
drugs.
thing.
Don't do this.
There was a
don't-
myth
was
guan.
like-
There was a myth guan.
No, but the one that got out to the parents was mainly vape.
Vape.
Yeah, but then there was a myth guan that was tying DC girls and what's it called? Queen of Hearts. If you remember, I think it was. Kuti hanzi vasikana ngwatira dombo boss. They were smoking.
Bro, our school introduced this other thing when I was leaving, yeah. So they came up with this rule where during the weekend you're not allowed to go to King of Hearts. You're not allowed to go to
How do you
Gem.
go
How
to
do
that?
they
That's how they
know?
control
Like
that.
you can't control.
You're not allowed to go to
someone's life.
village. So what they said is, right? Here's it. What they said is,
Heritage.
So when you name drop, so you know.
hey, what they said was, Hansi, we know you'll be there because we have teachers who go there.
what are your teachers doing?
Who has the time to go to a club on a Saturday and as a teacher who is married? Why are you at the club?
They're there with your students.
But not real
Futi.
Going down.
Blue chat, though.
But okay,
No,
wait.
Blue chat,
Wait.
what is the teacher doing? What is the teacher doing?
You know what they're
Nah,
doing,
actually,
bro. Come on.
And
They're
so-
there
so
with
do
your
they have
classmates,
the
my
right-
boy.
Do they have the right to
They'll be there.
control
No,
you
they don't.
outside?
They
They
don't.
don't,
It's
because like
not
you're
okay.
outside of school, like
Yeah.
bruh, that's my own life. I can do whatever I want.
Majita, can
Oh,
you
my bad.
can you start a topic? Because you haven't talked much. As our guest, you need to rap. So can you start a topic?
Rap.
On what?
I don't know. Drugs.
Just said red.
I don't know anything. Because you're a guest, we need you to speak to the people. So any topic of your choosing, iwewe, pop off, even if it's dumb. Alright, so Majita, you're a guest. Tell us something at all.
It's good.
Something.
Yeah.
Say something, bro.
Washai, but continue. I said tell us something. I didn't say something. Girl, continue.
Don't grow me. You have no rights. Something about like me or the topic or
Something,
like
bro. Something, Yana.
Yeah, both.
oh both. Okay. So I am Majita, like they have stated. I am a content creator. I'm not an influencer. People get that twisted
Real.
a lot.
Real.
A lot. So So yeah, I create content. I sometimes promote brands. I also have a YouTube channel actually, but I haven't been posting because I've been working. So it's kind of hard. Especially the times that I work. Like sometimes I'll like be working at night. So for me to now start editing and all of that jazz.
We know the pain.
Yeah, people have been coming at me about that, like, why haven't you posted? What? And I'm like, ish.
Consistency.
Guys, I was consistent like for like 3 months actually. And then I started working and then like it just...
Real life.
But don't
Adulthood
worry.
hate you.
Don't worry.
You know what? That kind of reminds me talking about like adulthood.
This.
Adulthood?
She's,
What did I do?
she's supposed to talk. Let
She
her
wasn't
talk.
thinking about it.
Let her
About
talk.
what?
Let her
Okay,
talk.
then you introduce the topic.
She wasn't done.
No.
She wasn't done.
Okay.
Let her finish.
Why is your tongue out?
Yeah. But yeah, I also post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of that.
She's just marketing
And
herself.
then they can't say about myself.
guys,
so
why
like,
Why you
keep
jealous?
quiet.
Yo, relax. Let a girl speak.
Yo,
and then topic, you wanted to say what? About
No,
adulthood?
you know the topic, so let you
No, you wanted to bring up one. What did you want to say?
Haibo, the topic you're supposed to bring up.
What?
Let's just talk about
You know what?
peaking in high school.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's just talk
Yeah.
about peaking in high school.
Peaking, you know, mounted. I think
Peaking
Yeah.
in high school
Yo,
also depends. Okay, if you're like a content creator, everyone is like, oh my gosh, like Majita, like oh my gosh, what. And then like you're out of high school and then everyone's just
No one
like,
cares, eh?
okay, and
and
you know, yeah, that one really cares.
also-
But for me personally, I can't really say that's what happened to me because I did stay being consistent with like most of my content. And like my brother specifically is the one who advised me on that because he's like, once you finish high school, it's done. Once you finish high school, it's done. Because I know I don't wanna like
Speak.
if I say like
free one.
okay, there's people who did specific types of content in high school and they were known for that, like, oh, Nikki does this, Nikki does that.
Yeah.
And then after that it's just like okay, you did that, now what? Like what are you doing with your life type thing. But like with me, my brother always said be diverse, be different, like do a lot of things. So if you know you're doing like fashion, you're doing collabs with like Fanta or like a lot of stuff, like you're just touching things, people are gonna still see your relevancy, you get what I mean? And like if you're like, I'm just dancing or like that's all I do, or like I just like I don't know, do makeup, like I don't know, like if you're just doing one specific thing, people are gonna get bored and they're just gonna be like, oh,
That's
we've
true.
seen this multiple times.
Exactly.
Give us something different, like
Dude,
Exactly.
yeah.
university.
Dude, stop.
Especially now, like there's so much of the same thing in
Yeah.
content
Yeah.
creation.
They're really
Too many skills, bro. Way too many skills.
Skills, a lot of skills.
Yo, kara zvakanaka wangu, kara zvakanaka, kara
You're
zvakanaka.
not
Sitting
Kara
like that.
zvakanaka.
And you're not.
You're not you're not nonchalant, dog.
Leave that cup alone. Now it's water.
Can we get a
Always
flash?
been water.
Can we get a flashback of him pouring
Yeah, but
water in there?
I feel like on that topic, I feel a lot of people peaked in high school where someone was very popular and they used to getting attention.
Yeah.
And they used to be mean about it. And what I will always say is I can see by your facial expression you don't understand what I'm saying. So let me move forward. Let me elaborate on that. So what I mean by is with popularity in high school, you need to understand it's dependent on the person. You may receive it and be a very respectful person and you know you're welcome.
Yeah.
And then there are people who
Are
get it and
pompous.
then will be pompous and are like,
yeah.
this is
And a
not
lot of people do
like
that.
you're like all of you are below me kind of vibes. You
Yeah.
understand me? And you then realize after high school most of those people didn't like drop down, like they dropped down insanely.
Real.
And like social media.
Can we have examples?
Examples is crazy, but what I'm saying is,
I'm sure you know people.
I will
you're on
always,
stream,
I
you're on
always,
stream,
I always say this.
What day?
Yeah.
With high school, I feel like you should make as many connections as you can, and be as nice as you can, because you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Be humble.
maybe
Yeah,
you're
just be
sitting
humble.
maybe you're sitting next to the next president.
Maybe
or
they
whatever.
are sitting next to the next
exactly. You
Okay,
understand my
Jay.
point?
Social
Alright.
media.
No,
Social
sit
media is very
Sit back.
sensitive.
Yeah.
I feel like the moment
sit
you
there.
start acting pompous and all of
They
that,
will clock it.
they
on your
will.
mouth.
And
clock
No,
it.
ladies,
on-
They will
on-
leave you in the
on your
gutter.
mouth.
They will literally leave you in the gutter.
yeah.
They
So
will.
I think like with it all, I think just be humble. Like, just do what you have to do. Make your content, be diverse,
Yeah.
like Manjita
What you
said,
say,
like be ambitious, but whilst doing that, just like remain humble. Don't
Yeah.
make it seem like, oh, I'm
I'm
better
that
than
guy,
you.
like I'm that
You
guy.
know, 'cause
you're really
you're
not
not.
that
You're not
guy.
that guy.
You're not
Everyone
that guy.
is doing their own hustle, and you just happen to be really excelling in this. That doesn't mean you should belittle someone who's not
Exactly.
doing the same thing you're doing. So
I actually know of a person who did that, and it's like they were really good in something that they were doing, and then other people would do the same thing, and they just be like, ah, I'd never collab with this person because like I know shy, or like this own like you know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, I get it, but it's not like that person was not good at what they were doing. They're actually very good, and I'm like, but bro, like, is it ever that deep?
It's never that.
Like, okay, if you don't want to collab with them, fair and fine, but
No,
for you to now
never.
start. You know,
announcing
bro,
it,
exactly. Like I go Kala, that one. He's a work on Jay. You know that one. He's a work. Like,
No,
there's no need to do that. Like,
We had that conversation the other day about how Zim content creators are not willing
we
to
did,
branch
we
out
did.
with
Very prideful.
With other people.
with other people
Yeah.
and build brands and build
that is
youth.
true.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people who've made it in content in Zim right now, I want you to ask something. Have they endorsed a youth person or some sort of growing content creator? Have they? No, they haven't.
What
So
you
we're not
trying to
growing.
get
We're
at
not-
is he was saying we used the example of America,
Yeah.
where he said look at a lot of the big rappers in America and
Yeah.
said they have people under them that they can say, not I made this guy, but I helped.
Yeah.
I helped him come up. You understand?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
That doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
it's
Everyone's
really
making
doesn't.
Everyone is
themselves.
just
Yeah.
out for themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, I know I've made
Yeah.
it. You know what, you guys figure
Yeah.
out for yourselves.
Yeah.
like,
kind of
let's
vibes.
normalize collaborations for sure.
It's
And
the future.
yeah,
Yeah,
and like even I think okay, since we're on high school, it does start in high school because
It
that's
really
when
does.
for example, that's when the cliques form. This one, for example, this clique, they all stay in Borodale. These ones, they stay in Chishawasha, whatever, right? And then now they don't want to interact. They don't want to help each other with homework or whatever
Yeah.
like that. And then we get into the outside world in content creation. We have ghetto youth, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. They're
Yeah, that's
entertaining.
also
They're
real.
They
talented.
really are
They're
entertaining.
exactly. They're very
Very
talented. So
talented.
like, why do we get an ick when we talk about collaborating with each other?
It's really a Zim thing because I was thinking about how I know a lot of Zim people are inspired by South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of big
Yeah.
South African creators, they're very much tapped into their culture. Like they speak their native language,
They
their content,
speak
and all of
lot.
that. In Zim, if a guy is
A
doing his
lot.
content and starts speaking Shona, everyone's like, ugh.
That is
But
so
it's like-
real.
that's so
That
real.
is so real.
That's Zim, bro.
That
Like,
is
is
so-
bro.
like, that's
This
your
is your
language.
culture, bro.
like, what do you want?
You
That's
want to
your
speak
culture,
Chinese?
And I think
Exactly.
in schools in Zimbabwe, they should also normalize embracing
Yes,
our
they need
culture.
to. They need
Because
This don't speak Shona
we
thing.
are
Bruh.
so
Like,
I'm
I'm not a
brainwashed.
cat, but still.
to understand.
No, like I feel like even like I feel like the
Fresh
little
days.
things that we have, like Africa Day, that's the only time we can embrace our
Yeah.
African culture. But
That's
it's
so
like
real.
it's so unfair that we were colonized by the British
Aye,
and then
yo.
we fought them so that we could get our independence and,
And
then
still-
still
and still.
Be told
What-
not to speak
Like-
like damn.
Yeah, that's
you
that's
know,
so.
like, can we normalize embracing our culture? And it
Yeah.
starts in high school. Like, that's where it starts, because when you get into the outside world, truthfully, it's
It'll
not
beat you up.
easy. If you do not understand it, if you do not speak it, you are going to be judged, you are going to be segregated, you are going to be played.
And let me say, Uchavarwa.
Yes, in
Yes.
other words.
That is so
exactly.
real. That is so
And
real.
most of us don't
Taking
even
advantage
know
of it as
our
well.
culture
yeah.
deep like
That's cool
that.
vibe.
I know, bro. I'm just elaborating for the people that are like me. Like,
There's
Because a lot of the things that we, like, even like from me, a lot of the things that I did in high school, it was always, like, there's nothing wrong with, like, trying to push your students to go international and interact with, like, people,
Yeah.
you know, for diversity's sake. But then at the same time, it's like, what about those who don't get to go out, right? What about the ones that stay? How do you teach them to embrace being a true Zimbabwean, you know? How do you teach them your culture? What is our culture?
What is our culture?
Yeah.
I always had that issue where I felt like Zim, I don't want to say doesn't have a distinguished culture, but I feel like we're one of the countries that are inspired maybe a little bit too much by the people around us. So we take culture from this country and this country. To the point where we lose who we actually are as Zim people.
Yeah.
I saw this one lady, she's South African. She said, why is it every time Zimbabweans have traditional weddings, their attire is a South African attire or a Nigerian attire? Like, don't you have your own thing?
I
Right.
don't think we do.
Yeah.
What's-
We do.
They-
We do.
we
It's
just don't
the
know it.
skins.
We just don't know.
It's the skins and the
Wait,
yeah.
the open like Adams.
Yeah, the
no,
bikini.
I can,
The beans.
no, I can
African
show
bikini.
you a picture. No, I can. I'll show
know
you
it's
guys
on the
pictures
menu.
later.
Like with
High school experience.
My high school experience. Nothing lasts forever, bro. Nothing lasts forever. Whatever you're going through, bro, it's not even about thugging it out. Just remember that in the future, people will care about you. Just keep being yourself, brother. It's fine.
Or
It's
not,
okay.
sure.
Don't cry. You'll be okay.
No.
You'll be okay.
No, you should cry. Let it out.
Yeah.
right.
Let it out. Don't hold
Yo.
it in.
Oh,
You
I
gotta
was about to say-
bawl your eyes out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna turn into rage.
Yeah, awesome.
Alright, I think
Trust everyone. Yeah. Not everyone is your friend.
Yeah.
Even the person you think is your friend is
Yeah.
not your friend.
That's so true.
So just like always, like trust yourself
Mm-hmm.
first. Trust your mother. Your mother knows best.
That's so real.
put yourself first.
Yeah, because this life is hard. It's hard. You don't know who's fake. You don't know who's real. Like you can be friends for 10 years and then like
That's true.
life happens.
That is so
You
true.
leave high school and then now you don't know each other. It's like what? So yeah.
Alright, and Malachi, what
Yeah.
would you say to all those young kids getting the opportunities of becoming leaders, that's prefects, head boys, at their schools?
Do your part and know your place. Like, don't abuse your power. Like, you're put in power for a reason. Probably the teachers don't know who you are, but like, don't make hell for other kids, even if you live that hell. It doesn't have to be a culture that continues on and on. Because if you're bullied, you don't have to bully others. You understand? Yeah.
Kyla, you still high school or you done?
I'm done.
Okay, what would you say to those young girls there? They've heard about the bully, and how can you like motivate or say something to inspire them?
You must always remember who you are and stay true to yourself no matter what. And God always has a better plan for you. Like, high school is gonna be over. Like, once you're done with that, life goes on. And those people can even become irrelevant whilst you level up, even though they're making you seem like you're nothing. So I think always keep your head up. Never let anything really destroy what you're aiming for. And yeah.
That's abuse.
You should
Yeah, bro.
stand up for yourself. Speak up. Don't be afraid, no matter how big or strong that bully or assaulter is. Stand up for yourself. Report it. Speak up, because if you don't, it could get worse, and you don't wanna look back at your experience and regret not speaking. So don't be afraid and just go for it. There's light at the end of the tunnel always.
What would you want to say to those privileged kids at high school, right? Financially privileged ones.
What I would say is continue being humble. Be humble, because money finishes like that. It finishes like that. So build your character as much as you can. Don't base your character off money. Don't base your character off the things you have,
This is
off
Versace.
your dad's car, or whatever you are doing. You understand? And use your resources to give back to your community.
Old
your
man.
students. there's that kid who come to school and doesn't have a lunchbox. Just make an effort, because you know you have more than 10, 15 apples at home. Just bring one apple and give that kid. So yeah, continue helping the community, man.
All right.